Have you ever felt like you are doing everything right for your health, but you still feel broken? You eat the right organic foods, you go to the gym, maybe you even meditate or go to therapy. We live in the age of wellness. We are obsessed with optimizing our bodies and our routines. We treat ourselves like machines that just need the right maintenance to function perfectly. But what if I told you that 2,400 years ago, Plato diagnosed exactly why this modern approach to self-care is failing us? Today, we are looking at a dialogue called Charmides. On the surface, it looks like a casual conversation about a headache. Yes, a simple headache. Socrates meets a young man named Charmides who is suffering from heavy head pain. But in trying to cure this physical pain, they end up diving into the deepest ocean of the human mind. They search for a cure, not in medicine, but in a concept called Sophrosyne. This book is the ultimate reality check for anyone who thinks they can fix their life just by fixing their external circumstances. It asks the terrifying question, what is the point of being healthy if you don't know who you are? The core message of Charmides is the concept of holistic healing and the soundness of mind. When Charmides asks Socrates for a cure for his headache, Socrates claims he has a special leaf, but the leaf only works if accompanied by a charm or a spell. Socrates explains that he learned this from a Thracian doctor who served a god king. The secret is this: you ought not to attempt to cure the eyes without the head, or the head without the body, so neither ought you to attempt to cure the body without the soul. This is the core philosophy. Socrates argues that all bad and good spring from the soul. If the soul is not at peace, if it lacks Sophrosyne, then no amount of medicine, money, or success will cure the headache of living. Sophrosyne is a hard word to translate. It means temperance, self-control, moderation, and self-knowledge all wrapped into one. It is the state of a sound mind. The message is clear. We are trying to cure our anxiety and our physical stress with external band-aids, but the wound is spiritual. To fix the headache, you must first fix the chaos inside. Let's break this down into 3 profound insights that challenge how we live today. Insight number 1. The trap of performative calm. When Socrates asks Charmides to define Sophrosyne, self-control, the young man gives a very typical answer. He says it is quietness. He thinks that walking slowly, talking softly, and being extremely calm is the definition of a sound mind. We see this today. We think Zen means speaking in a hushed voice and moving in slow motion. We mistake the aesthetic of calm for the reality of calm. Socrates destroys this idea. He points out that in many things like running a race, playing the harp, or learning a new skill, being fast and energetic is better than being slow and quiet. Therefore, Sophrosyne cannot just be quietness. The insight here is that virtue is not an aesthetic. You can be a quiet person who is internally screaming with anxiety. Real self-control isn't about looking chill. It's about having a mind that adapts perfectly to the situation, fast when needed, slow when needed. Don't confuse your personality type with your character. Insight number 2. The paradox of minding your own business. As the conversation deepens, another character, Critias, jumps in. He argues that Sophrosyne is minding your own business and doing your own work. This sounds like modern advice. Stay in your lane. Focus on yourself. It appeals to our individualism. But Socrates challenges this too. He asks, does a shoemaker only make shoes for himself? No, he makes them for others. Does a doctor only heal himself? No. We live in a web of interdependence. If minding your own business means ignoring the community, it's not a virtue. It's selfishness. The insight here is that true self-control is social. You cannot be a healthy individual in a vacuum. Knowing yourself implies knowing your place in the city, in your family, and in humanity. You define yourself through your contribution to others. A healthy soul is a connected soul. Insight number 3. The science of science versus the science of good. This is the most complex and important part of the book. Eventually, they define Sophrosyne as self-knowledge, knowing what you know and what you do not know. A science of science. Imagine a supercomputer that knows every fact in the world and knows exactly what its own limits are. That sounds perfect, right? That is the dream of AI. But Socrates drops a bomb at the end. He asks, would this person who knows everything and knows himself be happy? The shocking answer is, not necessarily. Knowing how to build a nuclear bomb is a science. Knowing that you know how to build it is self-knowledge. But neither of those tells you if it is good to build it. Socrates argues that there is one specific knowledge that rules them all, the knowledge of good and evil. Without this moral compass, all other efficiency, speed, and intelligence are useless. The insight is, competence without character is dangerous. We spend our lives trying to be smarter and more efficient, but without the knowledge of the good, we are just faster ships sailing in the wrong direction. So how do we apply this to our chaotic lives tomorrow? First, audit your headaches. Next time you feel physical stress, burnout, or a recurring illness, don't just reach for the painkiller. Ask the Socratic question, what is the state of my soul right now? Are you living in a way that violates your conscience? Is your body screaming because your soul is silent? Treat the root, not just the fruit. Second, stop performing wellness. Don't worry about looking calm or acting like a monk. Focus on appropriateness. Are you engaged? Are you responsive? Real mindfulness isn't about detaching from the world. It's about engaging with it more effectively. Finally, prioritize value over data. We are drowning in information. We know how to do everything, how to code, how to market, how to diet. But we often lack the why. Before you start your next project or goal, ask, is this good? Not just, is this profitable? Or is this possible? But, does this contribute to the good? That is the only knowledge that guarantees happiness. Charmides ends in a bit of a cliffhanger. They don't find a perfect definition. But maybe that's the point. The cure for the headache isn't a pill. It's the eternal pursuit of knowing yourself. The charm is the conversation itself.